All right, it's time to teach you guys how to level your adventure rank quickly. By far the best way to do this is what I'm going to show you right here, and this is the commission quest. Now, if you do all the commission quests, which kind of look like random events along the map, and I'll show you both how to find them as well as to get your reward in the end. Once you do them all, you're going to get a very significant reward, which is 500 bonus adventure rank once you complete all of them. But on top of it, you're going to notice here, when you actually do the mission itself, it gives you adventure rank as well, meaning you're doubling down. You're both getting adventure rank from doing the quest, just like that. Check that out, commission completed. I got 200 adventure rank experience. But on top of it, when you finish all of your commission quests, and you can see that they're around the map here. You see, here's the different commission quests I got to finish. Once you finish all of them, you can turn it in and get a bonus 500 experience towards your adventure rank as well. Now, this is very, very, very important because you can only do this once per day. If you don't do this once per day, you're going to be behind a total of 1,500 adventure rank experience every single day. Not all of the quests include combat. Some of these you have to do something else, like do a puzzle or go fishing, etc. Although a lot of them do include combat. So you might want to actually use these opportunities to level characters that you haven't actually put experience into yet. If you put them in your party, let them whack the guy once, you're going to get yourself a little bit of bonus experience on top of it, and that's a pretty good way to level your characters too. Now you see I got another 200 adventure rank experience just from that. I got a couple quests left to do, and then I get my 500 bonus. Sometimes you're going to notice these gold chests, these precious chests, these are actually worth a pretty good amount of your time, because if you can go in and get them, what happens is they give you not only the good equipment, sometimes you get good drops of artifacts, but on top of it, these here have the most experience out of chests that can be given. They're a precious chest, which is plus 30. Now there is, I guess you could say, the luxurious chest that's fairly rare, but realistically you don't really meet that. You're going to see your common chest, which is plus 10. Then the precious chest is plus 30, and there's one in the middle there, which is your, it starts with an E, I forget, exquisite chest, that's what it is. And the exquisite chest itself, that is a plus 20, so you can get some bonuses that way as well. There we go, we defeat the guy. Now check this out, open up the chest, plus 30 on the adventure rank there, and we actually hit adventure rank 24. But if you spend all your time, like I kind of did in the beginning, running around trying to kill all the different people in order to lock all the different chests, and you're only getting 10, 20, 30 at a time from the different chests, you're going to be really, really behind. Now, granted, it's a pretty good way to go around and unlock all the portals, so when you do the main quests and stuff, you can just portal around. But the main quests themselves, there's not enough to do. Oh, hi, Kitty. Kitty's visiting this video. The main quest, there's not enough to do that will keep you max level. That you need to supplement the main quest line, and that's kind of where the exploring and picking up chests come in. And here we go. We can finally turn in our daily commission quest. Check this out. Here is our reward. How? All of this, but look up top. 500 adventure rank experience, which primo, all right? But on top of it, you also get primo gems, so you really, really want to do these dailies. Now let's talk about other ways you can level. And that is actually by doing domains. As you see, domains like this one here give you experience when you clear it. And you want to make sure you go through and do all of them, because if you don't, again, you're going to be really, really behind. Now, the first time you clear it, you're going to get a good chunk. So if we go in here and do this, you're going to see. Now, this is the first time I've ever seen this one or done this one. And you can look here. I need level 59 to do it, all right? So I'm not going to be able to do this one yet. But wow, this actually drops some pretty insane gear. So this drops fire gear here and elemental resist. Oh, these are very important pieces. So not only are you going to get, check that out, 100 experience when you clear one, but you're also going to get some pretty good gear. You also get experience, and it's this is actually kind of a quick way to do it right in the beginning, but you get some experience just by getting the new waypoint teleports, plus 50 just like that, which is kind of half of the domain. If you look around, there's a ton of these things, right? You can see I went around and explored a good amount and started picking up a bunch of these. I missed some every now and then, but that's another way you can get some bonus ones too. So make sure you pick them up when you see them, or if you're near one, might as well run over and grab them. As see, there's 3 more here I haven't got, so I'm going to run through and get all these. Now, bosses are kind of a double-edged blade. I like doing bosses because they can drop pieces of gear and you can get the adventure XP when you do them. That being said, it takes a long time to kill these bosses. I've been fighting this guy for way longer than a domain would have taken me, though granted, as you level up, it will be quicker, but the bosses level up with you, you know, when you level up your world rank. So for that reason, while the bosses are good, and they drop the artifacts. Keep in mind, one, you're going to have to use the resin like this if you want to get the reward, and two, you are kind of gambling that the rewards you get's a good one. But look at that, I got 200 adventure rank, and I got some pieces of gear I need, and also it kind of doubles down because some of the battle passes require you to kill bosses as well. So, pretty important. And as you run around the world, check out these puzzles. Some of these here, the domains are actually going to be locked, meaning you can't actually get to them until you complete some kind of puzzle. One of the ones I showed you earlier was this way, actually. So you might want to do a little bit of exploring because you never really quite know what you're missing. I don't know what I'm missing here, and it's a little bit of a bummer. And keep in mind, while there's no real big secret and no cheesy way to quickly level up your adventure rank, or else you'd see tons of us YouTubers being like, oh my god, cheese way to discover to level up your rank. One of the fastest ways that I found so far, and the method that I really utilize, is just straight up fighting the ley lines over and over and over again. Because if you look at some of these ley lines, one, they repeat, and two, they actually give adventure rank experience. And then what you can do is just reset your resin with the original resin if you have some, aka you can either pay to win, that's where the pay to win aspect comes in, or you can save your original resin, collect them through the normal game, and then use them to reset, ley lines or get your rewards, etc. Right? So that's one way to do it. It may not be the most common way. I would say easily the most common way is doing your daily commission quest, but it's the method that I found actually works. And then it doesn't eat away at any of your resources. Meaning by resources, I mean things you can collect on the map. If you didn't know, there's only a certain amount of chests you can actually collect. At a certain point, there's just no more, okay? But you get, I think it's about, what, 25,000? It's between 25 and 30,000 total experience for all the chests once you collect all of them. And then that's all the experience you get for the chest, and you're kind of back doing these ley lines. Now, the other reason I kind of like doing the ley lines too is, one, they move around the map, so you do notice stuff like this, like, hey, I'm going to come back here with my fire guy, right? When I'm not actually making this video. So there's that, you collect more chests, but on top of it, the ley lines tend to be fairly close together. If we look over here, it says the ley line is just up there, and I can run to it really easily. Keep in mind that it's probably best to do your ley lines when you do them at an area where you can quickly farm them. So what do I mean? So in some locations, it's harder to farm these than others, okay? So if you look at where I'm at now currently, I'm on top of some hills, okay? And unfortunately, anytime that I'm going to do the ley lines here, since they spawn kind of close together, what's going to happen is I'm going to be stuck fighting people on the hills. I'm going to have to climb the hills over and over again, or fly back down to the other one, then climb back up. But if you can get them when they're in the open, if you can get the ley lines where they're in just a big flat area. For instance, if you look at the map here, and you can see there's ley lines here, right? Where are the other ones? There's some down there. Here's some up here. If you can get them in a region where it's not all hills like I'm at over here, and kind of a little bit more in the open, that's when you might potentially want to start spamming these guys, okay? Because you can go through them pretty quickly. You see, it didn't really take too long to get through there. There's another 100 adventure rank, and it says the next one spawns like right next to me. So you can see how quickly you can level, but at the same time, you're chewing through your resin like absolute crazy. So this is not the main way to do it. Because you run out of resin so quickly, I probably wouldn't recommend doing this unless you've run out of other things to do, or you just don't really want to use your resin on something in particular. Instead, you're just like, all right, let's just go farm a little bit of this, because the rewards for the ley lines aren't really that impressive. Okay, sometimes you might see bosses like this guy just floating around the world, kind of strong, higher level, and you're thinking, wow, this guy's going to give me something. Nope, a lot of times they don't. They just give you resource mats. So don't expect every guy you killed or every major looking cool guy you kill to drop you some adventure rank. Unfortunately, it's not that way. Also, this wolf stem right here gives you 300. Now, keep in mind, this does actually lock you out once per week. So you see here, it says treasure refreshes in 42 hours, 39 minutes. So this is not something you can farm, but you need to do it every single week because the rewards are absolutely insane. I mean, look, you have the ascension materials, but look at the gear pieces it drops. I actually picked up a gladiator's piece from this last time I fought them, and I could not believe it. You also can make 4-star weapons off this too, the prototype stuff. So really important to do the wolf boss. If you're wondering where he's at, he's kind of by the Dawn Winery right over here. And in order to fight him, you have to meet Razor first and go through that quest line. It's really important for you to worry about your adventure rank early, because if you do not do that, you will be locked out of some of these higher spiral towers. It gets really difficult to get through these, okay? And you're gonna wanna raise your rank so that way you can ascend your characters and get strong enough to beat these. The rewards for these are actually quite good. Look at this, 100 primo, 100 primo, 100 primo, right? Just for completing these. That's pretty impressive amounts of primo from these. But you're not gonna be able to get through them and 3-star them if you're not high enough adventure rank, which in turn will let you be strong enough of a character to complete these. You can see here I'm stuck already on stage 4. So I hope you learn from me and go out there and get your adventure rank. But the number one most important thing from this video to learn is to make sure you always do your daily commissions every single day. That way you get your 1500 adventure rank experience every day. You make sure you're picking up your chest, you pick up the waypoints when you see them, and you use all of your resin every day. If you do all of those things, that's going to be the quickest way for you to get your adventure rank up, okay? Now, there are random events that float around. Not all of them give you adventure rank, okay? Actually, I don't believe any of them do. And there are side quests that you can do. Now, those will give you adventure rank if you do the side quests, not the random events, okay? So keep that in mind. With that being said, I hope you learned something from this video. I love all of you. Please consider subscribing if you would like to help me out, as I'm going for 50,000 subs. It actually means quite a lot to me, to be honest with you guys, as I'm a full-time YouTuber. This is my full-time job, and I am really, really excited about Genshin, and I'm really excited I'm getting close to my goal, which is 50,000. So thanks for that very much. Try not to get emotional, and I'll see you guys on the next video.